Hi YouTube, Edward Tyndall and
Sarah Tyndall.
And I made a video like this years ago, about 4 years ago, and I'm going to make a new one for you guys now. I am going to teach you how to raise your own crickets. I do not like feeding crickets to my animals because crickets carry a disease that you can get from sporting goods stores and stuff like that. These came from a reputable dealer up north. They do not carry that disease and they've never had it. Whatever the cricket disease is, from what I can understand, once they have it, they can never get rid of it. You're watching this.
I'm watching.
So in here is 1,000 crickets. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do this. Show these crickets. First off, I take coconut substrate like this when I get a brand new box of crickets. And I'm going to put this coconut substrate right here. Then I'm going to get another coconut substrate like this. And I'm going to put it right here. Trying not to crush all the crickets. I'm going to put their food source over here. And then I'm going to get another coconut substrate right here that I just got done using. I'm going to reuse it. And I'm going to introduce these crickets in here. And these crickets going to massively jump out of the box all over the place. So you're going to have crickets all over the place. Oh, it's good to have a tokay gecko loose in your room. This is happening to you. What we're going to do now, all these crickets in here. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you here in a minute what 20 crickets did for me. That's all the crickets there. I'm going to take over filming here in a moment. Alright friends, here's what's going on here. My idea, get all these crickets out here. With all these cards. And they have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to go once they're off the card, except do what crickets want to do the most, and that is to make babies. So they can eat, and in here they will find this, and immediately let's get the ones that are jumping stopped. Right here you can see a baby cricket crawling. That did not come from these crickets. That was one that was left over because this one's still a hatching container. You can see this cricket right here. Got her butt, that long pointy thing, dead center of the screen, right here where I'm touching, laying eggs. That one right there is laying eggs. I'll get a close up for you guys. Immediately, you see that long spike they're sticking in the ground? All these crickets immediately do that. These ones are eating, and it's an immediate reaction, people. Like immediately, they will do that. They're going to fill this up. They're going to fill that up. I'm going to get some of these over here and put them in here. Need as many of them having babies as we can. I'm going to leave these containers in here for about 2 days. Now, off of 20 crickets, there's 1,000 right here that you're looking at. But off of 20 crickets, so I'm going to get a closer up look at these eating as well. So you can see some crickets taking a bite out of crime. Hold on, bear with me folks. Yeah, and some of them will even try to lay eggs in apples and stuff like that. I'm going to get a little cricket tail. Yeah, they are massively laying eggs. So the next stage of this, I'm gonna put these things in here for them, and I'm gonna also put a lid on here for them. I'm gonna put these things in here so they can do what they got to do. The next process is to leave them for about 2 weeks in a room 75 to 82 or 83 degrees, and you'll have baby crickets. I need a pill vial. A clear one over there somewhere. So you have baby crickets like these. Let me zoom in for you guys so you can see. I do this in an emergency when I have no food for my tarantulas. if I have a bunch of baby slings and I don't have food on standby, or like now is the shipping, it's so cold everywhere, nobody's shipping roaches or anything, so I would use crickets. You see these baby crickets everywhere? Sarah will hold this for me for a minute. I will demonstrate to you guys what the importance of this is. So just take this. I will not believe the sheer amount of crickets that are in here. So we take these crickets like this. I'll turn this over a little bit and put them down in here. Well, they're falling all over for some reason. Well, that's not planning to have holes in it. So then when you replace this, watching down in here, watch the camera, make sure it's in there. You blow, then you put a piece down, and you blow, put your food stuff down. If you don't blow, they won't get out of the way, and you will kill them. So those are ready. Now we're going to concentrate on this, and I need to see Darlene, guys. These are all well fed now. All well fed. This is off of 20 crickets. Now, keep in mind, all this is still full of crickets. These are off of 20 crickets. Now I have them laying eggs off of thousands of crickets. Well, 8,000. There's 1,000 crickets. So if 20 crickets can make thousands of crickets in as little as 20 minutes of being in the container, by the time I pull these containers out in 2 days, the substrate will be coming up. There will be so many cricket eggs in there that the substrate starts to rise. And then I will do this whole process over again. So here is where this comes in handy. When you have little bitty tiny slings like so. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit for you guys. They can't eat very big stuff. You just tilt this to the side a little bit. Oh, too many crickets went in there. As you can see, they'll just keep scooping them up and scooping them up.
What you can do is put them in the refrigerator for about 2 seconds. They will not die, but they will come.
I need a dram, not this thing. This is not the proper thing to use for these because too many come out. You need a dram or a pill bottle. I put about 5 crickets in each one. 5 crickets in each one. These are little baby sea darling guys. We have these available for sale if anybody wants any. We will be carrying them with us to the Repticon on January 15th. Whatever's left that's not sold, if y'all want to meet us in person. Original idea of mine, a meet and greet with the fans. And if you are a fan of Edward Tyndall YouTube, come up and see me. I love to give people gifts, so if you're a fan of Edward Tyndall YouTube and you see me at the show, come get you a free Sea Darling guy, just out of the kindness of my heart, as my appreciation of y'all liking and subscribing. So here's this guy here. We need a little bit more light on this subject, baby. We'll put 1, 2. You see how this is happening? This is the first feeding of these tarantulas because they are so tiny, and I did not have nothing. No, I'm sorry, this is the second. The first one I had to use broken cricket legs because that's all I had. We're going to go over every one of these tarantulas actually. I won't bore you all with them because we got over 100 to feed. See that being sucked down in there? I like to put 5. You just shake them and put 5 in each one because 5 will not kill your tarantula. Your tarantula will be able to eat 5 and not be overwhelmed. This is the best technique and method of feeding tons of slings that I've ever found in my life. This is my invention, 100%. If you've ever seen anyone else do this, it's because I told them how. Because anybody can do this. It's just I used a lot of my life and trial and error learning how to most effectively feed baby slings, and this is it right here. But I don't like feeding crickets because of the cricket disease. I would prefer roaches. So now I only use this method as an emergency, and I'm not using adult crickets most of the time. Although I'm not going to let those adult crickets waste. They are clean. I know the guy personally. He got them from way up north where that disease has never been anywhere, so I'm not afraid of using it. You just can't go into any store and get them because you're taking a risk. If you got thousands of tarantulas like I do, that's a risk you can't afford. It took a long time to get that thousands back. We have all of these to feed, and I know a lot of you would love to sit there and watch them all eat. But, oh, this is, I'll save this one for another video. This was one of the fasciatas that has died. I'll save it for another video and explain why it died. I'm still looking for a prevention method on that. Check that out. These are little sea darling guys. These will be bigger by the time I go to the show on January 15th. So like I said, if y'all want a free tarantula from Edward Tyndall and you're in the area and I have them available, come see me and say, hey, I'm sub to your channel. I'm a fan. I would love a free tarantula. And you
or just come up and say
receive.
hi.
Yes. Or just come and say hi anyway if you don't want a tarantula. You can look for me. I'm easy to spot. That tattoo.
Come up, talk to us, ask us any questions that you guys may have.
Yes. We love our fans. Alright, here we go. I'm going to be ending this here in a minute. I want y'all to see how fast these are. Absolutely amazing. I want to give y'all a zoom up on this one real quick so you can see before we end this video how beautiful these little lovely things are. Hold on a minute, I'm trying to... There we go. You can see right dead center of the back will eventually be a big horn protruding out of the carapace. These are awesome webbers. They will web their entire enclosure and make elaborate tunnels and all kinds of stuff. We absolutely love them. As you can see with the camera and the lighting, they got gold hairs and stuff on them, and even a gold toned carapace at this age. And then later on in life they will turn into a granite like gray. Also still have hair and stuff. They're beautiful. Baboon tarantula, Ceratogrius darlingi. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope this video has been helpful to you guys on how to breed crickets, or how to... The crickets are already bred when you buy them. As you can see, they've all calmed down now and they are just laying. This is the process I do. This is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Now we're going to use the rest of these and feed all this stuff, and I will catch you guys later. Peace, love, and happiness, and all that good shit. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, share my videos, watch my older videos while you wait for new videos, and most of all, people, be yourself, because yourself is cool. Edward Tyndall and Sarah Tyndall, and so many baby infant crickets fixing to die. Tyndall out.